There for me. Looking straight in at the toilet again. I totally keep forgetting. Hi. It's gonna let me. Yay! Oh, look at that. It let me resume. Yeah, everybody was buffering. It wasn't just you. The joy of my existence. My phone totally shut down. So hopefully we are back. Maybe. We have to breathe and try to move on. So, hello. I just love it. It's just joyful. Everything is joyful. Hi. I asked Mom a question before the live, and we cut it close. We did cut it a little close, but I was going to pull them before, and then I just got busy. There's so much going on, and so here we are. Hi. Look at, oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. I hope this doesn't mean it's going to erase it on me again. This weird fucking YouTube thing has done this before. Look at my timer. It says I've been on negative 420 hours and 33 minutes and 34 seconds. Would you take a picture of that for me? Just in case I have to like say to YouTube, what the fuck are you doing? I'm so excited. Look, I can swear. I can swear online now. Yay! Yeah, negative 420 hours.
Okay, so just in case that doesn't happen or some weird shit happens on your channel, how about you end this and start it? Go back in. I think you should, just in case anything
I know, but
crashes
this
or
is the
something.
link that everybody has.
That's so suspicious.
And they follow it from the event.
It keeps going down, right?
Yeah, is it counting down?
Is it counting down or counting up? That's what
To explosion! I'm telling you.
420.
It's just weird.
Hopefully, it's going down. It's counting
you
down.
can all see it after this. If not, I will just have to beat the shit out of YouTube and... Okay. Hi. All right, let me just see. Guess you shouldn't have taken so much time off. Okay, Pookie. All right. Hello.
That would be funny. If that actually adds up to those many hours.
Right? Oh my gosh. And it's just, that's too funny. All right. Hi, Doug. Hi, Fatima, Rowena. Hi, Jackie. Probably watching crime shows. That's not Mandy, is it? It could be Mandy. I don't know. I only think that now because of what she said today. But hello. Jackie, Shadow's Truth, Rowena, Mel, Christiana. Hi. How is everybody? Exactly. It's joyful that I'm pouring my flooded sink into the toilet. Oh, honey. I'm so with you there. I have like, how many boys here now? 1, 2, 3, 4 boys that they all like shave into the sink. And our sink is horrible. But I think part of it is the way they did the sink too. But yeah, it's not good. Hi, Mel. It's Darian. Ah, hi, Darian. I knew who you were. All right, so I hope you all have done really well and have had a great summer so far. And I know it's been weird. I said to Hexen just before I came on, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Like tarot. What do I do, tarot? Leanne, hi, honey. Things are really well. So much has happened since Witchypalooza. We had a wonderful Witchypalooza. I am, and I'm sure most of you, or some of you at least, have heard about this, but I am getting ready to open my own shop. And it's going to be a witchy shop with all kinds of vintage stuff in there, and kits and grids, and I'm going to do me. I'm going to do all my stuff. And we're going to have several of you guys have said that you'd like to do like consignment stuff of the witchy stuff that you do. I'm really excited. Deb said she's going to do some journals, which turn into awesome books of shadows and stuff like that. And I know I showed somewhere on my channel here, I showed Deb's the one she did for me, and it's like one of my prized possessions. I love this thing. So I'm really excited that she's going to be doing them for the shop, and she's going to be doing her tarot bags for the shop. And I'm using my Deb journal now. Yay! I'm so excited. Hi, Witchy Woo! And missed you today, but yay for your nest. Ah, thanks, Michelle. Yep. So MDL is alive and kicking and doing well, and I totally wish them nothing but the best. They were great to let me leave and, you know, start my own venture and let me leave. Like they had me chained to the desk. No, but they were really good about it though. They just knew that starting a business takes a whole lot of time and effort, and yes, it does, by the way. It's a little crazy right now. So they were really great about it, and we are wishing nothing but the best for each other. I'm really, really, really excited about it. So, is it going on Etsy? To start out with, because we're waiting for our credit card machine and stuff, so we may, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know more details to come. I'm not sure. We just went and like got the bank account stuff together today, but we have to get the credit card stuff all figured out before we can take payments and stuff. So it's coming. It's coming along with much work. But I'm so super excited about it. So if any of you guys who do witchy stuff are interested in collaborating and doing like consignment type stuff, give me a buzz and let me know. And we would love to have all kinds of witchy stuff from all kinds of witchy people in the shop, and to be filling the shop with all kinds of goodies from all kinds of people. Because, you know, I'm all about that. Sorry, I was showering. Oh, that's it, Courtney. Forget it. You're fired. Nope, not allowed to shower. Yeah, it's going to be a hot minute since this is so new. That's true. We were at the shop today, and not yesterday. Sunday we were at the shop, and I'm getting stuff together and putting shelves together, and we came, I didn't tell you that. We came back and there was a little bit of water on the floor again from the air conditioning thing, and but we got the maintenance guy and we figured that out. And if you need help, I'll quit tomorrow. Oh, Courtney, I love you, sweet pea. Will you be doing crystals? Of course we'll be doing crystals, because it's part of crystals is part of me. Of course I'll be doing crystals. That's not going to be my main focus of everything I do, because there's so much other things that I do, but crystals is a big part of my life. So absolutely, we'll be doing crystals too. But I'm altar kits. I can't wait to get my vintage stuff together. I have, you guys who have been on my channel have know that all this stuff that I've been buying, Peter's so excited. I can't even tell you. All this stuff that I've been buying for, 20 years now, and saying eventually I'm going to have a shop, which then kind of turned into, I don't know if I have my own shop or if we're going to do something with the commune or something, but I've been talking about that forever. So I've been telling Peter that all this stuff is for the shop, though. The someday shop. Well, now the shop is here. So he's like, oh, good. Let's get it all over there. And I'm like, wait. Hold on. Some of it is still going to be mine. He's like, yeah, but I can't wait to be able to move in my house. I said, well, it's going to go. It really is. Yes. If we have a full gem show in Tucson next year, you should plan a trip out here. Yes, Absolutely, Christiana. Absolutely, that will be one of the trips for sure. Why can I imagine Peter doing backflips down the street when you got to the shop to sell this stuff? I know, right? Today on the way home, I'm like, so, honey, I know that you're really excited to like be bringing stuff over there, but you know some of that is my stuff that like I kind of will be keeping some of it. And he's like, uh-huh. Just letting you know, though, I'm really excited, honey, because you know I have OCD, and for like 20 years I've dealt with all your shit all over. And I'm like, I know, honey. I get it. It's a lot of it is going. It really is. Yeah. He said, what you talking about, Willis? Yeah, I know. Pretty much. Deb! Hi, honey. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. So Deb, I was just telling him that you're doing those journals, and I saw the 2 that you're starting, and I'm so excited. And he'll deal with it for another 20. He will if he has to, but I'm not going to make him. Because a lot of this is going to the shop. That's the exciting part, is we have so many ideas. Look at that spider web. Holy crap. That's a huge ass spider web. I hope there's not a huge ass spider attached to it.
Scary ass.
I haven't been in this room in a little while.
Are all of those spiders?
No, that's stuff that the spider has caught, though. Which is a little scary, because if he ate all of those, he's a big guy. Okay, so anyways. I'm super excited because Deb's journals are like the best thing ever, and I cannot believe, like, it is, I'm super excited to have them in my shop. And wait till you guys see these things. They are just the coolest things ever. Mine is like one of my prized possessions. I love it. Then Mama does some supermarket sweep runs and vintage stores. Yes, I know, that's the other exciting part is that that Hexen and I get to like go vintage shopping to like fill the shop with all this cool witchy stuff. You know, once we get some of them sold, which I know is not going to be an issue because
thrifting.
You know, we have all kinds of stuff.
Thrifting.
Yeah, I'm totally psyched. He's gonna dislike me if I don't bring Rain over sometime. Yes, I know, right? For sure, he's gonna. My meditation to keep me from going insane. Yay! I'm so glad, Deb. It couldn't have worked out better. I'm really excited to collaborate. Arachnia is calling you. I know, Christiana, you should see the size of this freaking web. Holy shit. Yay! Yes, and Danny's going to be Pookie. I mean, there is no Danny. Pookie Bear is going to be doing oils and some sprays, and I'm so excited. Let me just tell you that next to my bed, I don't have like crystal grids and stuff. You would think I make all this stuff for other people. You would think I would have like a sleep grid that I made next to my bed and stuff. No, I'm a slob. I'll be honest with you. I'm a slob. So I have like 6 cans that are like half full of soda or whatever I brought to bed with me that night. And guess what else? I have Danny's sleep candle that he made me. I have Danny's sleep oil that he made me. And I have, what else? I have something else that Danny made me. What else did you make me for sleep, Danny? There's 3 things there. Your candle, your oil. I'm totally missing something. I can't remember. Danny, oils? Never? Yay! Yeah. I made you. Oh yeah, Reiki candle. Yeah. So Bill's helmet with a candle on it. That could be. But yes. So Danny's oils are amazing, and his sleep oil is like one of my favorite things ever.
His oils are so awesome. I have a Hecate one he made me that I love.
Yeah.
The Hecate oil.
Oh, I love the Hecate one too. Oh, I know what it is though. It's your lavender spray. Because I spray my pillow with the lavender spray. When I can't sleep, I spray my pillow with the lavender spray. I light my Reiki candle. And then I put my sleep oil on. I put it on my wrists. And then I put it a little bit on my pillow. And a little bit on my cheek right here so that I can smell it. And then I'm out. I love Danny's sleep oil. I love it. Did I mention that I love it? So I'll be selling it soon. Yay! Danny, by the way, your sleep oil is one of the things that I have to have in my shop. I'm just saying. Just to mention it because it's awesome.
Leanne says, Hexen, say hi to us.
Yeah!
Hi!
My baby's here. Yay! So, yeah. So there's a lot of exciting things going on. I'm really super psyched. Okay. Oh, you mean the stuff I'm sending you when I send? Yes, that stuff. Yes, that stuff right there. I adore that stuff. So, let me tell you something. Hexen's giving us a heart attack.
I broke something.
What did you break?
The circle thing. The
What
candle
circle
holder with the circle people.
Oh, that's it. Nope. Hexen's fired. That's it. He broke it. You know that was a Goodwill find, right?
Poppets! We
There
can
you
reuse
go.
them.
We can reuse them.
Okay.
Aha. We can reuse them for puppets. Good.
That actually, to
It's a
me,
Goodwill
is a symbol of, a broken circle.
Look at that. Isn't that funny? He just knocked it over because the chair was close to the
I
altar.
didn't even notice. I forgot that was behind me. I'm sorry.
It's all right, honey. It's not a big deal. You know, the universe does what it needs to do. Okay. Well, I'm glad, Christiana. He actually said, ha 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 ha. I know, because now we made poppets, that is pretty cool. We made little poppets. Watch soon. They'll be on the lives for our shop soon. After we cleanse them and do what we do with them. Okay. Tarot Tuesday. Let's talk about Tarot Tuesday. I'm super excited about my shop. Don't get me wrong. In fact, this week I will be making the Facebook page for my shop, the Instagram page for my shop, I can't believe I have to say this, the TikTok page for my shop. Oh, I'm so not a TikTok person, guys. You all are going to have to help me out with this because I'm TikTok, not so good. So bear with me with it, but I'm going to be making all this stuff for the shop very soon. So bear with me. Oh my God, going to be a TikTok person. I know, isn't that weird? Courtney, I got your back with anything media. Oh good, Court can help me out. How long have you wanted this shop? Well, see, here's the thing. Here is, what's really funny is, if you go back in my videos to 5, 6, 7 years ago, you will see that I'm talking about having my own shop. And what's really funny is I realized later that that's not actually my dream. Even though I'm doing it, it's a stepping stone to my dream. And probably I will always have some form of my own shop. But it's going to change a bit because my dream is the commune. And I've talked about that for a long time now. So really, my dream is the commune. And the stepping stone to get me there is this shop. And I think that that is the vehicle that's going to end up getting me to the commune. And then probably we'll all of us who will be living on the commune with me, will all run the shop and fill it with stuff. And because the shop part is not really my dream. I love the vintage shopping and finding cool shit for the shop and all that stuff. Yes, I'll have a physical shop at the commune, which then everyone can help with. But the shop itself is not the dream. It's just the vehicle to get me to the commune. So even though I have been talking about having a witch shop for a long time on my channel, I realized that that's just a little piece of the bigger dream. So I'm kind of excited that this is the next stepping stone to get there. I'm really excited about it. So you just want the voice working. That's kind of nice. Okay. All right. So we do actually have a card to do tonight. Hi, Crimson Moon. Yes, yes, yes. You're in limbo with the commune. Yeah. It's yes and no, but it's like a stepping stone. I'm so excited because I can, like, it started out as not a joke, but as something that I thought I never really would reach. I'll be honest with you. It was kind of like something far out that I thought, oh, it would be really nice to have this thing. And now I will tell you right now, I'm going to have a fucking commune. So if you want to be a part of it, get ready. Because it's coming. It's going to become a reality. I'm manifesting that shit. And I don't have any doubt. There's not a little piece of me that goes, oh, but maybe not. I don't know if it. No, I'm going to have a fucking commune. It's coming. So get ready for it. Make sure that you're ready. You're all invited to come out and live there. And we'll all work together towards the common good to do what we need to do. It's coming. You're manifesting it into being. I will. I have no doubt. Zero doubt whatsoever. It's coming. I just want to be a part of your life. Ah, I love you. Come hell or high water. That's right. I would move in, but what if I don't like the people? Too bad, Mel. That's part of, I love this part. Even if you dislike or you don't love every person's energy, you can love them as human beings and make sure that you manifest things together. If your goal is the same, you don't have to be best buddies with every person. That's okay. It's all right. I'll tell you a secret. I don't love every person that comes in and says, I love you, Mama. You're like the best things. I love them. I love them as human beings. I love them because they're like-minded people. But I don't always connect with people on a deep level. It doesn't always happen. That's okay. It's all right. I have Tarot Tuesdays, scrambled eggs with mushroom bacon jerky, and a cherry vanilla Coke. Woohoo! I like hunting. Perfect, Courtney. Perfect. Tough crap, Mel. I love you. I mean, you and Hexen, jackass. Oh, I love you. She means me, guys. No, Courtney, no, I don't mean you. You are wrong, woman. I love you, and I do connect to you, so you're wrong. She's talking about me when she says she doesn't connect. Oh, shut up, Pookie. You are so ridiculous. You're the person I talk to at 3 a.m. and go, oh, my gosh. Danny, what am I going to do? Danny, I have told you things that I haven't told anybody, and you know that. So shut the fuck up, mister. All right. It's like having children. Some you like, some you don't, but you love them all. That's so true. Yes, that's so true. And I want what's absolutely best for every single one of them. But not all of the boys I like and get along with. Yes. Here we go. Okay, so today's card is the Knight of Swords. And what a cool card this is for this time period in my life and this time period in the universe and this time period right after, not after, because we're not done with the pandemic. Okay. Before I start, I have to do this because it's me and I haven't seen you in a long time and I need to catch you up just a little bit. Okay, here we go. If you haven't gotten vaccinated yet, what the fuck? Go get vaccinated right now. I'm really, really, really tired of people who are saying, I'm immune compromised and I'm worried about getting the vaccination. That is not science-based, guys. This vaccination is as safe as any vaccination we have ever had on the market. It's safe. Is it perfectly 100% safe? No. Guess what? Nothing is. Get the fuck over it. The Delta variant that is out there now is more contagious and more deadly than any other one that's been there. So guess what's happening now? Now there's a whole bunch more people that are in the hospital that are younger. And they're dying because other people are not getting the vaccination. So please, please, at this point, please go get your goddamn vaccination today. There is no excuse at this point, guys. You have got to do it. Here's the other thing that's happening. Kids under 12 that the vaccination has not been okayed for yet, they're starting to die now too. And that's because this Delta variant is so highly contagious, and people are so infected, even if they aren't feeling it. The people who are vaccinated but get COVID at this point, they don't feel it, but they are carrying the virus to such an extreme level that when the children get it, they are snowed by this virus and they are dying. So please, for the love of children, go get the vaccine. Okay, I'm going to step off my high horse now and continue. Here we go. We got vaccines at work. I was in the first round. I have an autoimmune, no issues. I was waiting for it to be safe for Leanne. It's safe now, honey. It's safe. There is nothing. It's safe. It's safe. And please, 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 for the love of children, if nothing else, then because the children cannot be vaccinated yet. And when they get this variant is so deadly, they are dying. So please, please go get it. Hi, Bobby. My 11-year-old niece woke up with COVID today. I'm so worried about her. Oh, Crimson, I'm sorry. And I will put her in the Reiki basket because it's scary as fuck, especially with this variant now. It is scary, scary, scary. I will light a candle. Okay, here we go. Knight of Swords. Kids cannot be vaccinated. Eek, I didn't know. Yeah, kids under 12, it's not okay yet. They're starting finally to allow it, but I don't think everybody is there yet. So they're at risk. And the Delta variant is highly contagious. It's what happens is the Delta variant has so much, when you get sick with it, even if you've been vaccinated and you're not feeling it, you're carrying it around. And you're carrying around a lot of the disease. A lot of the disease. So it's really easy for you to pass it. 33 minutes in and I haven't started yet. Hey, you should be used to this. And I can't tell how many minutes in. It still says 420 days, 7 hours, and 4 seconds or some ridiculous thing.
Oh my God.
And you should have been used to this. Okay. Knight of Swords. I mean, you guys should have been ready for this. This is the first one back since Witchy-Palooza. Hello. Okay, here we go. This is the Ultimate Guide to the Tarot. This is, so we have talked about before that each of the court cards, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King, they all stand for a specific element. And then the suit itself stands for a specific element. So the Knight is the fire element, the fire of air. And that I see so clearly. For me, the Knights, guys, are passion, full of energy and force and going right out, coming forward. So the Knights as fire, so perfect. Of course they are fire, of course. And Swords is air. So this is the fire of air. Okay? So think of air and fire before we even start with anything. It's fire and air. What happens with fire and air? There's an explosion. So that should be your first thought of this card is we're talking the fire of air. Bam! There's going to be an explosion here. There's a great amount of energy. I come for the chit chat. Yay! I just have to give her crap. I know you do, Pookie. I love you. Like California wildfires. That's right. Explosion. There's a lot of energy here. Such is the force of the Knight of Swords that even his horse seems on the brink of terror. Look at the face on his horse. Do you see it? He's like, oh, fuck. What is... I'm so glad I can swear. Can I just say that? I'm so glad I can swear again. Hi, Mimi. As they leap towards an unseen enemy. The knight in full battle armor is on the brink of war, his sword brandished, horse's reins held high, and feet forced down into the stirrups to urge the animal to keep pace. Come on, keep going, faster. His visor is up, showing us he is more than ready to look his enemy in the eye. Why? Because I was on Facebook, Leanne. I've been on Facebook. The only time I've been live at all is MDL, which is on Facebook, and I'm not allowed to swear, and it's so hard. The wind is against him. The trees to the left of the card bend to the right. So do you see that? The wind is pushing him backwards. Go faster. That's what he said. I love you, Pookie. The wind is against him. A sign that he is not afraid to ride towards, not from, whatever opposes him. The desert landscape is rather bleak, a symbol for the need to survive, and the clouds are ragged, as if the night had sliced them to pieces. His sword extends beyond the card, like that of the Page of Swords, to suggest that this knight's intention goes far beyond the limited landscape we can see. Fixated on his mission, it feels as if nothing can stop him. The true blue of his armor and horse bridle and collar show he is prepared to cut to the heart of the enemy, or the matter at hand. This card's element is fire of air. Fire, or passionate energy, is symbolized by his red cape and plume, and air is denoted by the birds and butterflies decorating the horse's collar. The mix of air or wind with fire or lightning suggests thunderstorms and hurricanes, a surge of power that erupts then dissipates. This is the knight's modus operandi. He charges, confronts the enemy, and then departs in a flash. So it's fast. The energy is, the storm is here, it's hitting, it's heavy, it's lots of energy, it's intensity, and then it's gone. Knights and pages in general, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to read that. Okay, as an influence, if it's not a person in your life, as an influence, it's unpredictable, tempestuous. Times are ahead. You're in for a roller coaster drama of highs and lows. Sudden truths may come to light, or underlying conflicts are exposed. Stuff that's been in hiding suddenly comes up and is exposed. This may be illuminating, stressful, or bewildering, depending on your position. The card often comes up to show disputes at work and tension within families and in romantic relationships. While you may not be responsible for the cause of the trouble, what counts now is how you recover. There is a way forward, but you may need to wait until the situation is calmer before you can make a move. If this is a person in your life, Kay, hi, sweetheart. I missed you. Hi. If this is a person in your life, the Knight of Swords is determined and driven, and he has a strong sense of himself and his mission. He may be quirky and entertaining with an offbeat sense of humor, and he may even dress in a distinctive way. Incisive, forthright, intelligent. Don't forget the swords is about intelligence. He makes a strong advocate, and he is prepared to fight for his beliefs. The downside is he often makes his mark, gets bored, and moves on. So he's not a stayer. Again, there's lots of passion, energy, drive, and then he's gone. He's not a committed person that will be there in the long haul. He may cause drama, but takes no responsibility for reconciliation, leaving others to make peace while he's charging ahead with his next obsession. In work, he can show up in readings to represent auditors and other assessors, such as doctors, lawyers, or consultants who are hired to fire, not fix. In short, professionals who are adept at diagnosis and whose opinions matter. Ultimately, though, you are the one who will have to deal with the outcomes. Don't forget to read Stephen's notes at the end. Thank you, Pookie. I have them up right here. I even printed them yesterday, but I don't know where the fuck they went. They're probably on my table next to my chair. But I have them up, so I'm ready. So again, don't forget, fire of air. So there's lots of energy. This is a big storm. This is movement coming. This is an explosion of energy. This is someone who comes in and creates kind of a lot of drama and then doesn't really stick around to see how it turns out. Okay? The next book is The Tome of Tarot, which is Holistic Tarot. This is by the beautiful Benebell. I love my Benebell. So now Benebell sees this differently than I do, just so you know ahead of time. Benebell sees the knights as air. She sees the knights as intellect. I see it differently. The knights to me are very much about passion and energy. So I don't see the knights as air. I see why, like when she talks about why that's how she feels. I see that, but I just feel differently. But I'm going to read what she says anyways. So here we go. An armored knight flashes his sword and charges impetuously onward on his white steed. Stratus clouds are in the sky behind him. Birds are printed on both the knight's cloak and his horse's saddle. Winds are high. Both the knight and horse are fierce and focused. A single bright red heart adorns the horse's reins. The Knight of Swords is a strong, brave, domineering young man. The card represents a man who still subscribes to the romantic form of chivalry. He abides by and also enforces a rigid code of honor. In a reading for a young woman, this young man is charging fast into the seeker's life, even if she is resisting it. This is a man who has the potential to become a great warrior, a fighter in life. He is headstrong and will scatter away threats and competition with intimidation tactics. In a reading for a young female seeker asking about love, this could indicate the appearance of a young male with the foregoing qualities. Yet be careful because he is a man who likes to dominate. Note also that the tiny red heart on the horse's reins gives a revised meaning to wearing his heart on his sleeve. It is reminiscent of the red heart in the Three of Swords. The character represented by the knight loves fast, rushes into it, and has a penchant for fighting in the name of love. Figuratively, could indicate swift action or active progress in politics or ambitions. The trees in the background suggest that the direction of a strong wind is blowing against him, yet he charges against the wind undaunted. The birds symbolize the ability to turn adversity into opportunity. The knight calls to mind Sir Galahad of King Arthur's Round Table. He is gallant and pure of heart, which is true. This is not, he doesn't mean to be a drama queen. He's not actively like a vampire, an energy vampire. He's not actively, thank you, Kay. I love you, sweetheart. He's not actively trying to suck all the energy out of the room, but he doesn't mean to, but he is. And he does. He is pure of heart, though. He means to be a good guy. He ultimately finds the Holy Grail. The Knight of Swords is one on an active quest for a higher meaning. Air dominant, and this is where she talks about the air part, the knight part. The Knight of Swords is ambitious, sometimes controversial, prone to stir controversy with his words. A bit argumentative, but a rational, intelligent, bright, and articulate individual. Could signify Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. So that is, she believes that this knight is a little bit more of an intelligent and bright, intellectual, articulate. I see it a little bit different. I see, with this knight, I see a little bit more impetuous, a little bit more charging forward, a little bit more drama queen, even though he doesn't mean it. But I see him a little bit more of that. So the last one is Modern Tarot by Michelle T. my Like You've Had a Girlfriend Sitting Next to You book. When the Knight of Swords hurls itself into your world, prepare for things to get shaken up. Whether it's a person, a situation, or you yourself, the energy is bound to be jarring, confusing, off-putting, and intense. Take a peek at the image. What we have here is the heavily armored knight in battle mode, sword drawn, apparently dueling with the air itself. The horse he rides seems to have an oh shit expression on its face. But the knight is pulling hard on those reins, oblivious to, or more likely not really caring about, the horse's experience. The clouds in the sky are jagged with wind, and the trees are resisting the blustery onslaught, fighting to stay straight. Everything about this card is forceful, unpleasant, conflictual. The knight himself is totally checked out about the effect he's having on his environment. He has decorated his horse with butterflies and birds, which does seem a little, like, really, dude? Does he look like a butterfly and birds kind of guy? Like, you have no idea what that stuff stands for. It's as if he thinks that because his intentions are swell, or, yay, my intentions are good, so it's okay, or his rationale is solid, his is a sweet presence in the landscape. That is not true. If this character has entered your life, keep your psychic first aid kit ready. Few emerge from a tango with this guy unscathed. He may be attractive at first, as many fanatics are. So passionate, so unafraid to take action, so confident in his theories, so hyper-intelligent, so sure that his way is the best and only way. It can be heady, but his complete lack of heart or emotional intelligence leaves him dangerously unbalanced. This is the type of person so ill-acquainted with feelings, so grossed out by vulnerability, that they believe logic should rule all, even intimate relationships. If this person is a coworker, try to stay detached from their poor bedside manner and focus on the good job they undoubtedly are doing. If they can be removed from any task that has them interfacing with the public, damage will be minimalized. It's my ex-husband, Mel. I know, and poor horse, exactly. The horse's face is like, where the fuck are we going? What are you doing?
Poor horse.
I know it. If you're doing political work with this person, they could be a real boon as they believe in the cause with all of their heart. And that's one of the things is very often that you will find with this card, it means someone is very passionate about something and they're moving forward. And a lot of times they're like marching for the cause and they're trying to raise money for the cause that they believe in so heavily. The problem is that they don't really always watch out for the other people that they're affecting when they do that. They're the people who could like throw a Molotov cocktail because they're like, I believe in this cause and everybody should believe in it, so fuck it. Let's just start fires. So, yeah. Science is also a great occupation for this person. Any situation where it's more or less okay to pretend you're a brain in a jar. They're possibly great teachers because they truly do know so much. Make America great again. I love you, Court. Their critiques of students would be true, but delivered without an ounce of sensitivity. They could also be damaging. So think Simon. Remember Simon, like when he used to be on American Idol? How like awful he would be to people. Like, okay, it's true, but he would be like, yeah, you suck. You have no talent. Get the fuck off the stage. No tact whatsoever. They just are like, look, this is what it is. Reminds me of Rain Midday. It took his 7-year-old to a protest, right? Yeah, not too bright, right? Maybe not. Yeah. And they're the biggest mansplainers of the tarot. Even the ones who are women. When I was young and discovering radical politics for the first time, I'm afraid I was the Knight of Swords. It was my way or the highway. You either agreed with me or you were part of the problem. There was a right way and a wrong way, and I knew what was best. For instance, at the punk rock queer club I danced at, I had decided it was not okay for the punk guys to dance. Well, punk. I hated them knocking into girls. I felt like total male privilege to hurl your young big body around and not give any thought to who you might be inconveniencing or hurting. This would be a good time to point out that the fragile females I had decided to protect were also dancing like crazed punk rock monsters, slamming into and spinning each other with centrifugal force. So I decided that I would start kicking any guy dancing in a manner I deemed unacceptable. How horrible! Many years later, when I had come to my senses, I ran into the boy I kicked the most and apologized. He forgave me, but made sure to let me know how distressing my behavior had been to him. It hurt, but I needed to hear that. If you are the Knight of Swords, it might be time for you to wake up to the people around you. It doesn't always matter that you're right or that you're smart. At the end of the day, most people want to be happy. And if you aren't balancing your intellectual rigor with the bare minimum of emotional sensitivity, you're causing strife. At the end of it all, it won't matter what a genius you are. Nobody will want to talk with, work with, or have sex with you. So again, love her. She just lays it out there like, okay, idiot, this is what you're doing. He's got the same on Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent. Yeah, he's good. People with low self-esteem or a concept need to steer clear of these people. Yes, very much so, because they don't care if they hurt your feelings and it'll make it worse. Yes, exactly, Kay. Very much so. Okay, I of course have pulled 1,000 examples. So let's get to it. We kind of can see, don't we all know this kind of person? So a lot of the court cards, I usually try to pick one person in my life, past or present, that like I can go, oh, this is this person. That's right. I know this person. And then you can picture him and you go, oh, so then you start doing a reading for someone and you're like, oh, Knight of Swords. Oh yeah, this is so-and-so. And then you're like, okay, so there's either this energy in your life and you can feel it out. This is part of intuitive reading, is to figure out, you can sense usually if this is a person in their life or if this is an energy in their life. And you can say one or the other. You can say both. If you don't know, it's perfectly okay to say, if this is an energy in your life, it's because things are going fast and furious. Be careful that you're not stomping over people, that you're not, you think you're so right that you're not like stomping over people's feelings. Be careful that you're not, running over the poor horse and like making him go so far that he doesn't know where he's going. And if it's a person in your life and you're not that person, it's not that energy, watch out for this person for this. It's okay to say both. Celtic Dragon Tarot says this card shows you may suffer persecution over your religious beliefs. Had a religious conversation last night that felt conflicting, so I said little. That's hard sometimes, isn't it? I've had a lot as a pagan especially, right? I mean, as any religion, really, I shouldn't just point us out, but it is hard sometimes as a pagan when you're confronted with people who don't really understand what being a pagan is about. And even with people who want to understand, who are trying to be open about stuff, sometimes they'll say the stupidest things and they don't know any better. So you can't, I'm not going to jump all over them or anything, but I have pulled people aside before because I've had people who are trying to justify my religion to someone else, and they'll say things like, well, it's not like they're witches or something. And I'm like, yeah, actually, yes, we are. So put your foot in your mouth and maybe stop talking for a little while. Because if you don't know any better, you're going to say something, even though I know you don't mean to offend me. You're going to say something so that we go, yeah, you're wrong. Okay, so we're going to start out with everyday witches. Yeah, they don't mean to. They don't understand. especially the if they're just starting out and they don't really understand a whole lot about the religion at all, the religion aspect of it. They don't I've had a lot of people. We've had people come into the shop before and be like, "Oh yeah, well, those people were into witchcraft and stuff." And I'm like, "Yep, me too." And I've literally, here's the thing, on my card it says I'm a witch. So I've literally handed them a card and go, "Oh yeah, well, I identify as a witch too, but maybe it's not what you think." So here is the everyday witch. Here we have all these birds flying all over. Again, sword drawn. Now he's on a broom instead of, a horse. Again, look at Kitty's face. Let's see if we can get Kitty's face. See Kitty's face? Kitty is not all that happy to be on the back of this broom. He's kind of like, what the fuck are you doing? Where the fuck do you think you're going? So, again, good representation. He is venturing forth, not really caring too much about how he's affecting others. He's very focused, and he's good at proving a point, and he's stomping forward. It's just that he doesn't realize that, he may be stomping through the rose bushes in order to prove his point. Right? So that's Everyday Witch. This deck gives me a warm fuzzy. I do. I like this deck too. It's a good one for sure. This is the Modern Spellcasters, which I love. And I love even more so because look, it's a buffalo. It's a white buffalo. Yes, it's a bison. Whatever. Buffalo, bisinolo. It's a white buffalo, damn it. But again, look at his face. He is raw. I am going forward very fast. I know exactly what I'm doing. Now, in this case, the buffalo is big and badass enough that he's like, fuck it, I'm going too. So that's okay. But they could care less who they're stomping over, right? The buffalo's like, fuck it, you get under my feet, I'm stomping you out too. So this is doubly more so. Get the hell out of my way. Yes, so much. For sure. This one is the Muse. The Muse Tarot. I'm going to read a little bit from this one because I liked what she said about this one. Wings crashing down on the air to lift her massive body. The Knight of Voices makes the impossible look easy. She is quick to rise and to bring massive speed and momentum to her world. Using wind speed, coordinates, logic, and gravity, she hoists herself into the air as easily as if she were feather light, or at the very least, she makes it look easy, because her majestic and skillful way of being in the world is both graceful and swift. She swoops in to play the hero again. She wants you to fly ahead with determination, without domineering. There's no need to flaunt talents or intelligence when you can simply be in the world. Cut through any nebulous clouds with logic and reason, and communicate your plans clearly as you fly ahead towards your success. I calculate this risk as I calculate this thrive, and I fly ahead determined with the numbers on my side. So a little bit different, but again, that's why we show these. Every deck is going to show you a little bit different viewpoint of the same card. So if you're looking at this card, they might not be quite so forceful. They might be more of a leader role. I still don't feel a whole lot of empathy towards others, but they at least might not be stomping through everyone else to get there. This one is the Mystical Creatures Tarot. Mystical Creatures Tarot. I love Love, love, love Baba Studios decks. The gorgeousness of these decks are stunning to me. But you can see the horse is charging forward. The owls are egging the Pegasus on. And the Pegasus is a little bit frightened. Kind of like, I don't really know if I'm trusting these owls here. Are we really doing what we're doing? Gorgeous, though. I love these cards. This one is the Alice Studio, or Alice Tarot by Baba Studios. Beautiful. I just love these cards. Again, I'm going to try to show see the metallic influence here on these cards is gorgeous. Just the hint, it just makes these cards stunning. Look at the coloring. And he, again, charging forward. The horse is a little bit like, whoo, hey there. Here we are. Now, he is, if you look at this card and you were pulling this from this deck, you can see he has not pulled his sword yet. So he's a little bit more passive than most of the knights we've seen. So use that in your readings. If you see that the Knight of Swords has not pulled his sword yet in the deck you're using, that's a little bit more of a passive feel than if they are charging forward with their sword drawn, right? This one is the Fantastic Menagerie. Again, Baba Studios, Fantastic Menagerie. And guess what? Ew! It's a mosquito family. But it's kind of cute. Hi, Michelle. Sorry you're down, honey. Yeah, super cute. I like this card. Okay, this one is the Sabbath. Remember the Sabbath Tarot? I was kind of hoping we'd get some nudity. We haven't had, like, the last 3 cards we pulled from this deck. Not much nudity. This one doesn't either.
Oh, that sucks.
I know, right? We can't see very much. We see he still has a nice bod, but not enough nudity. So this is going to be the Warden of Blades. He's still gorgeous, don't get me wrong. Whew, he's still pretty. First of all, funny to me that he's on the broom backwards. I'm sure they're going to tell us why. Here we go. Bravery. The Sabbath Guard flies high among the trees to take on any enemies who come against his fellow witches. He courageously flies into the storm for those he loves and considers friends. He takes flight with the broom's bristles forward, like the witches of old, signaling that he flies not with the laws of the physical world, but the laws of the soul, though through will alone. He defends the coven with heart and soul, disregarding worldly obstacles. See, I knew they were going to do that. What a great fucking way to put it. He does it backwards on purpose to signal that this is not about flying with the physical world. He's doing it through sheer will. And yes, he's that badass. So, woohoo! Hello. Okay, he's pretty. And he's doing this through physical, pure will, not through his physicality. Gorgeous. And that is, by the way, if you didn't know, that is the ways of the old witches, is that the besom side was first, was up front. And it's because because the rest of the broom often, never mind. Okay. So anyway, we're going to stop there with that one. Some of the broom was missing. All right. Shadowscapes. Shadowscapes. Ooh, that's a pretty. Where does the broom go? Krista? Do you not know where the broom goes? Flying ointment was very often put on the broom handle and then inserted. And that's how flying ointment was administered. In the vajay. That's right. Oh, look at the bird's face. I love this night. Love, love, love this night. Listen, I'm basically 12 years old. Gorgeous. Thank the goddess you didn't apply it that way to us at Witchy Blues. Yes, that was not, no. Yeah, not happening.
Well, technically, it's the traditional way.
Yeah, it is the traditional way. Never mind. Nope, I'm going to stop there. Nope, I'm not going to say it. Okay, next. Yeah. Yes, Friday is the full moon. We'll be doing a coven ritual with our inner circle. I'll be a Witchy Palooza next year. Yay! Well, next year, maybe do it the traditional way. Everyone bring their own personal broom next time. That's right. No, nope. Stop there, Jen. Okay. This is True Black. Look at him. So again, this deck is such art. That's what we need to get for the shop. Is a couple posters of True Black. He has them in poster form. So we have to pick out a couple, like, yeah. Okay, Knight of Swords. Here we go. Okay. The Knight of Swords. While others opt for a weapon in one hand and a shield in another, this one believes there's no force like excessive force and wields two swords simultaneously. He is straightforward, blunt, and sometimes brash, but uncompromising force is not stupidity. With such strength, a great deal of intelligence and skill is also required, as he is also many times the bringer of ideas and expertise, as embodied by the flurry of writings that trail behind him. The Knight of Swords is someone who uses their intellect and abilities to their greatest extent by setting aside feelings and penetrating through the confusion of a situation. So I love this. Because I tend to think of people who do that as jackasses. But because they're different than me and the way I'm such an emotional being that everything I think emotionally. So the way that he describes that really puts it into perspective, though, that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. Sometimes you have to cut through the drama and emotion and just be super focused on where you're going. I think perhaps most of the time the Knight does that a little bit too much to the detriment of those around him. But sometimes you need someone who can cut through the emotional crap. If there's a lot of drama queens in the room, sometimes you need someone who's going to go, okay, look, enough of the wah wah, everything's horrible. Let's focus on where we need to go, right? So it's good to remember sometimes that some of this is okay. Am I still buffering? Hopefully not. This is the Pagan Otherworlds deck. This is one of my soul decks. I adore this deck. These are my peoples. They are like the old Celts and the charging forward. And I love the cloaks, and they're such nature people, and they're obviously like they're always in skins, and they're riding bareback, and I love this deck. And of course he's a ginger, so it's my Celtic peoples. I love this deck. Pagan Otherworlds. Great, great, great. This one is the Slow Tarot. I love the Knight all in black. This time he's got skulls. This time the horse is in on the joke. Look at the horse is like, yeah? What do you want, bitch? We are moving forward. Don't you dare get in our way. The eyes of this horse. I love the eyes of this horse. And this one, the Knight sword is out. He's moving forward. And this time the horse is in on the joke. Like Jamie Fraser. Ooh, yes. Jamie Fraser. I'm with you there. I can't wait for Outlander to come back. Have you seen Outlander yet?
No.
That's
Nope.
it. We're going to have an Outlander session. The horse is southern. It might be Mel. It might be a southern horse. Again, a Knight in black is in the enchanted Forest of Enchantment. Forest of Enchantment. Let's read what they say about the Knight all in black here for the Forest of Enchantment deck. An enormous knight stands immovably on the forest path. The white raven emblazoned on his shield and the iron feathers on his black armor declare him to be the seeker of challenges. His helm conceals his face, but the sword in his hand and the readiness of his stance speak of menace. His war horse dances with impatience, which, by the way, I love. His war horse is freaking gorgeous. Can you see it? Gorgeous. At a safe distance from the proposed battle. The seeker of challenges is not going to let you pass. He is spoiling for a fight, determined to find trouble or make it himself. If this card does not represent a particular person, it could indicate a situation that has reached an impasse, a breakdown in diplomacy, and a movement towards war. A movement towards war. It's coming. There's no more bullshit coming down the line. This is the Universal Celtic Tarot. I love the Celtic cross here in the background. The blue herons right behind him in flight. He has pulled his sword and he's riding a bull. He is not fucking around. I love that the bull's third eye is also a horn. So he's got three. He's got a horn for his third eye is outward, pointing forward, charging. Love it. The mystical moments. The Tarot of Mystical Moments. This one has a cool, I'm going to read really quickly, has a cool idea of what it means. This female Knight of Swords is flying on a feather through a rough, stormy sky. The clouds depict the aura of energy surrounding her, and the feather symbolizes the knight's ability to think fast on her feet. The news excerpt on her dress relates to women's equal rights, a cause she is battling for. The knight is fighting with her words, and she wants to win with her intellect. She holds her weapon, a pen, high in the sky and cuts clouds of opposition into pieces. Nothing can stop her ambitious dedication to the cause. So again, this is a cause one. She is moving forward for the cause, regardless of who is around her. Now, they don't show too much around her, but if there were someone there, she would kind of be ignoring them because she's moving forward. The Light Seers. Light Seers Tarot. Love, love, love. Love these. Love everything about the Light Seers Tarot. The Knight has one thing on his mind, and it's running towards his success. He's determined, passionate, articulate, intelligent. He has an intensity that is hard to grasp. With the grace and speed of an athlete, he turns on a dime. And since he has no doubt in sound logic, he succeeds. Are you bringing your belief and competitive assertiveness to your situation? How determined are you to accomplish this and to charge ahead with your quick thinking and strategic decision making? Strive for excellence every single day in order to bring a little of his magic into your life. As with all powerful energies, you may run the risk of being overly forceful or domineering. Be careful not to hurt others with your impatience to win. If you are feeling scattered, distracted, or blocked, spend time organizing your thoughts and make sure all your energy is hurtling into the same direction. I move quickly to help others, and as I do, my dream expands. My dream expands. I love that, the dream expands. And he's running here to his motorcycle to go even faster forward, right? So he's finding tools around him to move forward. The Knight of Swords from the... Shit, which one is this? 78 Tarot. This one is the Mythical Edition. That's right. Hi, Sherry Bug. This one shows the knight as a colonel riding the beast of Gavaudan from the French folklore of the 18th century. This beast is a wolf-like creature and hundreds of people died under its sharp teeth. Here the colonel has been able to control the creature and make it his mount. He is a fierce character who never gives up and nothing can stop him. Behind is the storming of the Bastille, a symbol of the French Revolution. The man leaves darkness behind and moves to a brighter future. I chose a French creature because French folklore is not very well known, and being French myself, I wanted to work with that. That was from the artist. We are deep in discussion about Arizona. Every time I look up Arizona, Arizona gets very little rain. Arizona. I love you guys. This is Dream Keepers. This is the Dream Keepers Tarot. Bastille Day was a day or two ago. Yes, exactly. It was very, that's why I pulled that one out. It was, is it Saturday or Sunday? When the fuck? It was this past weekend, I think. So this one is a little bit more reserved, but he is leaping. He had his sword out. Funny to me that they chose to very obviously make it a male horse. It was like they had to incorporate all the masculine energy in there. But it's a beautiful card. I love that the ravens are flocking around. Sunday, I think. Yeah. Oh, I'm never going to remember this one. What the fuck is it? Shit, it's that blue deck. Right? A couple down from the Dream Keepers. It's in a paper box. Yeah, what the fuck is that deck called? I can't remember.
Malan Boogie? The Spacious Tarot.
Spacious, that's it. Spacious Tarot.
The Spacious Tarot.
His boot is quite strategically placed. Oh, it's his boot. It's his boot. It's so his boot. See, I didn't even see that it was his boot. Totally saw penis. I have penis on the brain. Okay, Spacious. Spacious Tarot. Here we have the crow. The crow energy cawing. Not quite like the, what are they calling the Polish falcon? Caw-caw. Caw-caw. But he is ready to fight. And his sword is out, even though he's, going to have a hard time lifting it. But I love that the sword is out. He's ready to fight. And he is he's sounding his warning call forward. Witch's Insurrection. This is my girl. I love this deck. This is the deck that was done by the former sex worker. Every card, I just love her. Love her. Caw-caw. Caw-caw. This is the Partisan of Knives. The Partisan of Knives is ready for action. They rush into the thick of things with a strong wind behind them. Like the Fool, they are free of fear. But while the Fool is full of hope, the Partisan's motivation is entirely practical. They are not concerned with idealism or dreaming, only with action and result. The Partisan of Knives reminds you to be assertive, not to waste time beating around the bush with idle talk or boasting, but to spring into the thick of things as soon as possible. They are often seen as impulsive, but in reality they are simply direct, and they expect the same of others. As much as the Partisan encourages you to be assertive and direct, they can also serve as a warning to remain open to alternative courses of action and not to rush onto any one path too quickly. I adore her. This deck is just gorgeous, and it's so powerful. Such a powerful deck. I adore it. Into the thick of it, oh, TikTok, how I load these some days. Oh, I love you. This is the Blood Moon Tarot. Just a beautiful card. And I do not have the book out in front of me, and I did not have time to look at the PDF. But I like this deck a lot, and it's a beautiful deck, and he is super, super determined. You can see that. I love that behind him here is something is hot on his heels, right? So he's super determined to come forward. The determination. Tarot of the Abyss. This is one of my new favorite decks. I am definitely going to read. This is Anna Turian. This is her new deck. She is the creator of Bonestone, which is the next deck we're going to look at. But Tarot of the Abyss, this is what she says. The sphere of light has been passed to the Knight of Swords from the page. The knight carries her tried and true blade, a tool that allows her to pierce the veil, revealing truths the page could only guess at. The Knight of Swords is known for her ability to create clarity out of confusion. It is very clear from the look in her eyes that she is serious, sober, and above all, direct. She is rugged and fierce, determined and logical. She seeks the truth at all costs. When the Knight of Swords appears, she may represent an aspect of you, someone else in your life, or the atmosphere in general. She is the piercer of mysteries. She will deliver the answers you seek, but take care, for she is known to be tactless and frank to a fault. If you are uncertain as to how to proceed with regard to the issue in question, the Knight of Swords is telling you to be direct and act decisively. However, remember that it is not only what you say or do, but how you say it and how you do it. Take care that you do not exacerbate the situation by putting off the very people you need to rely on to get the job done. So Peter and I many times laugh at how he says things. We've said so many times, it's how you say something sometimes. It's how you say something. It's not necessarily what you're saying. It's how you say it, honey. Because he's sometimes the Knight of Swords. He knows he's right, and he just charges forward. How you say something.
I always watch how I say something.
What? Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Correctly.
Regardless of...
Unambiguously.
Deb says Bob is blunt too.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Deb.
Yeah. Yay, Deb.
Can't wait to see your books.
I know he's excited too.
I love them. I think you're so talented.
She is. She's freaking awesome. I love my Deb. All right, here's Bonestone. Here again, this is the same artist. This is Anna Turian did the artwork for Bonestone, and then of course the great Avalon Cameron does the do up your zipper. Did he not do up his zipper? Did he really not? That would so be him. Avalon did the book, of course. Lethal, she rides sword in hand across the valley to meet with her war party. She has been, this is the goddess Athena, by the way. The goddess Athena is the Knight of Swords. She has been formulating a brilliant battle strategy as she rides. The owl by her side is ever watchful, feeding her the jewels that will be her crowning glory. This plan, above all others, will cement her name in history. This battle will define her, and from it a mighty legend will arise. Whew, look at that determination. Love it. Love it. Okay, one more. We're almost done, guys. And then we're going to go through Steven's notes, and then we're going to do before and after, and then we're going to choose the card for next week. I'm so excited to be back. It's Tarot Tuesday. It's so nice. I really missed you guys. I so did. The Knight of Blades. Let me tell you what I think. This girl's reasonably pretty, but her makeup's tacky, her blusher is too dark and badly blended, her lip liner is too obvious, and those false eyelashes, I mean, honestly, what do they teach them in those celebrity worshipping magazines? She looks the sort to buy those, so I must have a word with her about that. There are better directories of style than some gossip rag. It's so easy to find a decent online tutorial these days. In fact, I've been thinking of doing some myself because I'm sure I'd be better than most on the internet. I can put things across, and I've got a bit of a elan, a certain je ne sais quoi, so to say. So people take notice. I think people tend to like me. They certainly seem to listen anyway. I'm bubbly, funny, and a bit wicked, but people love that, don't they? I don't mean any harm. I just want the best for all those poor loves walking around looking trashy. I have the expertise, and it'd be wrong not to pass it on. Maybe I can make videos for other beauty businesses as a sideline. Anyway, back to this girl. She's come in here clueless, so I'll take all the decisions for her. She's asked for a shade of blonde that isn't right with her skin tone, so I'll have to change it. I'm sure she'll be delighted when she sees the result. And what if I just snip here and here? I'm sure she'll thank me for it. I'm not being high-handed. I only want what's right for her, and I pride myself on the fact that I do know best. Do you want my advice? Like, okay, asshole. That is so not what I fucking asked for, is it? Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah, kind of a douche. In fact, it is kind of Peter and Amadeo, isn't it? All right, let's go through Stephen's notes really quickly. Stephen, who is such an amazing admin. I just love my Stephen. I miss my admin so much, you guys. By the way, I have not been on my admin chat nearly enough, and I'm so glad that I'm going to be able to be back to the admin chat a lot more, and to my admins and to my group and to my peoples, because it's about what we're doing as a whole. And now I can incorporate more of myself into what we're doing since the shop is mine. I love it. Okay, career and finance. The Knight of Swords represents ambition, drive, and determination. You know what you want to achieve, and you are going to go for it. It can represent a big change in your career, which could be a promotion or a new job opportunity. This card tells you to seize the opportunity, as it will likely be a positive change. In finances, it may be time to take a few risks, but be careful of rash, impulsive choices. Taking risks brings dangers, and that is why the Knight wears armor. In a health reading, the Knight of Swords represents a positive change in health matters, which may enable you to be more active again. Make the most of this improvement. In relationships, if it represents a person in the relationship, it is someone assertive, daring, and focused on what they want. They can be impatient and impulsive. The card indicates that big changes coming to the relationship, may be an increased level of commitment, jumping in with both feet. However, it could indicate that someone is about to leave the relationship and go in search of adventure and excitement elsewhere. And in general, the Knight of Swords represents someone who is ambitious, adventurous, focused. There's a tendency to be impatient and impulsive. This card is a card of change. Change you may have been waiting for some time, so get ready to roll with it when it comes. It is time for direct, honest, quick-witted thinking and communication. It's time to put ideas into action. I think of, by the way, I kind of forgot to do songs this week because it was a little crazy. But I think of Queen, I Want It All. I want it all, and I want it now. That song is like so direct and in your face and forward, and I'm going to do what I need to do to move forward regardless of anybody else's thoughts. Okay, the before. Here's the before card. So what's he doing before? He's rallying the troops. So right before this, he's rallying the troops. I think of the Braveheart speech, right? When he goes out to give the speech and he rallies them all up, gets them all ready to fight. Definitely. That's a good one. I can see that one. The after, so right after this, he meets with his enemy and rushes right forward and is ready to kill. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble. Oh, that's a good one. When you're perfect in every way. Peter actually sings that song. Peter, are you right there? No, he's not. I was going to have him sing that song for you because he does that one. So this is, he's found his enemy. And Tuesday is Tuesday again. It is, Leanne. I know. I so missed everyone. He's found his enemy and he's rushing right forward and he's ready to slay the enemy. Finally, we see what's on the front of the card. So what happens if we turn the camera around and we can see from the direct opposite side, from the other side? And what we see is, still moving forward, we see they have started burning the houses. He's rallied the troops and they are now charging forward. So that's a pretty good one. At least it's not, the hand. I hate the aces because the hand is this way and the hand is this way. And the hand is this way and the hand is this way. Yeah. Annoying. So that's a good one. You managed to make Tuesdays great again. I love you guys. I really missed you. I can't even tell you. It was so weird to not be around for Tuesdays. Very, very weird. Okay. Again, I'm not going to go back to Rune Thursdays yet. Just because I have so much work to do now at the new shop to get it ready to open. When the shop reopens, at that point we will go back to Rune Thursday. Because I'll probably be doing it in the shop is my guess. At that point. So give me a couple more weeks to get the shop together, please. Some before and after cards are good, some are hokey. Exactly. The horse is still shitting bricks. Yes. Yes, that's true. Again, we are not too far from being done. That's kind of cool. It's getting hard to shuffle because there's so few cards. That's good. Thank you, Kay. When does the shop open? When I get it ready. It probably will be a couple weeks. That's my guess. My weeks were missing you. Is your new shop going to be full-time for you? Yes, it is. It is. I am done at MDL now. Today was the first day that I was not at the noon show. But we're going to move forward and they're great and we're great and we're both going to move forward, just separate for now. I am not going to work at both shops. Nope, I'm done. Yes, the new shop is called Mama Squirrel's Nest. Peter, sing for us. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord, it's hard to be humble.
When you're perfect in every way.
Yep.
Sometimes I look in the mirror, but I get better looking each day. To know me is to love me. I must be a hell of a man. Oh, Lord, it's so hard to be humble. But I'm doing the best that I can. Roger Miller.
Told ya.
Roger Miller.
Right on cue. Oh, I love it. It is awesome news. Yes.
I got a couple other ones, but
No, that's okay. Just stop there, honey. I love you.
shot me down, I must confess, but in never mind. Dirty lyric.
It's okay. We're on YouTube. We're allowed to be dirty.
Uh-oh.
All right. So the next Tuesday's card, we are picking now. Next Tuesday's card. He wants his own channel. Yes, I agree, Lady D. That would be perfect. Peter's channel. Papa Squirrel. No, we already have a Papa Squirrel. He'd have to be Daddy. No, not Daddy. Hell no, not Daddy. Woo! Oh, this is such a good card. The Devil! The next card is the Devil.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
Love
I think
it.
that one was Terry Stafford. That wasn't Roger Miller.
Terry
I
Stafford.
think it was Terry Stafford, yeah.
I have no idea. So next week is the devil card. And so hopefully we're going to have a great, there's so many good devil cards. I'm sitting here going, oh, I got to pull this deck. Oh, I got to pull this deck. Oh, and there's a really good one on this one. There's so many good ones. This is another one that there's a whole bunch of cool interpretations of the devil card. One of my favorite ones is a deck that I hardly ever use, but I really like the deck. It's just I don't use it very well. Peter could be the bouncer for the nest. Peter is going to be the brains of the nest. You know my mama squirrel's brain. So Peter is the numbers guy and the business part of it. He's so much better at that. Favorite devil card. One of my favorite devil cards is from the Urban Tarot. Such a good devil card. Leanne says, song written and recorded by American Country Music.
Mac Davis.
Mac Davis. You looked it up too.
I knew it. I was wrong.
He knew it, damn it. All right. I was explaining the devil card to a Catholic coworker a couple weeks ago because he wanted to understand more about the tarot. That's awesome. I know it because a lot of that, if you don't know better, you're like, what does that mean? Yeah. Doesn't mean Satan is coming to get you. But perfect. Okay, so I'm going to make the event for next week. So make sure you join. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad to be back. I keep watching for news about the new shop. Mama Squirrel's Nest is in Batavia, New York. It is going to be, it's in Batavia City Center, in the Batavia City Center Mall. And we'll be open soon. I'll be posting a lot. I'm going to start the business page very soon, and we're just going to have a whole lot of fun. I can't wait. I'm so excited. So I'm so glad to be back, and I missed you guys, and I'm so happy. Join me next time.